What up, man? It's your boy L.A.N E. I'm sitting here with PULP Magazine where we got the juice.
Asking for God to protect us and heal. Cause these young niggas be wild. Trying to be laid on the island. I know these niggas is fine.
What inspired you to get into music, and once you did get into music, was it easy for you to kind of carry on with it?
I got inspired to do music when I was a little kid. Like, I was raised in kind of a music household. My mom sang, she was in a band when she was in school. My dad was in a band. So it was just kind of like in my blood, just growing up, listening to them play the songs that they would play around the house and the car. So I kind of just fell in love with it from, like knee high. And then I started taking it like serious in middle school, and really before that, but around like 13, I recorded my first song, and it just kind of kept going, and then I just started really looking into it more in like high school. And by the time I got to college, I was already posting songs on SoundCloud and YouTube and everything, just trying to get my name out there.
So along with your parents and growing up in Georgia, who were some musical influences that you had?
Some of my influences, music-wise, would be like Biggie for sure, Pop, Kanye, Wayne, and Nirvana, Jimi Hendrix. Producer-wise, Metro, Sunny Digital, Dre, and it's a lot of people. I'm just like, I have a very broad ear, so there's no discrimination when it comes to music type. I'm just all over the place with it, but for the most part, I guess those would be like my main, inspirations, which is kind of a lot, but.
And how would you describe the music that you make?
The music that I make, I would kind of describe it as like it's kind of like alternative R&B with a little bit of trap, pretty much. If you took like a Weekend and put it with a Travis Scott and then put it with a Bryson Tiller, and then that song was produced by Metro and Kanye.
You were telling me earlier that you moved from a small town to Atlanta. How was that adjustment?
That adjustment was pretty cool. Growing up, we never stayed in the small town, and it's not like I was really from there, so it was like I moved there coming from a different place, and my family's really from Florida, so growing up my whole life it was going back and forth. So I got to travel a lot. I got to see a lot of different cities growing up, so it wasn't really too much of a hassle whenever I had to move up here for college. So I would say the biggest culture shock was MARTA, because I definitely came from a town where there's no traffic, and now I'm stuck in Atlanta traffic every day. I'm waking up at 7 a.m. I'm getting on a bus, then getting on a train, and then I'm walking 5 days a week for 3 years straight. The only thing that stopped that was Corona. That's the only thing that stopped that. And then we had to go to online classes. So the whole public transportation, just walking, experiencing the different people that, ride public transportation, just really getting a soak of the city. I feel like that's a great way to do it. Literally just go on MARTA. If you've never been in Atlanta, just get on the train and ride it the whole way down, the whole way back. I promise you, you'll get a whole nother view.
So now that you're almost graduating, do you think with all the knowledge that you've taken in, would you say it's still important for people who are pursuing music to attend college, or do you feel like it's something you could have, especially now that we're in 2021, you can look up things so easily online?
Right.
What is your opinion on that?
My opinion on college and, people who want to do music, I would say, you have to know yourself. And I know me. I know regular college was not the move for me. And it's not because I'm not a great student. Honors, AP classes, all that. But I hate school. But I know that there's different art colleges and stuff that can trying to shine a light on what you want to do. So I found out about the Art Institute of Atlanta, and I was like, I feel like this would be a good place for me to grow and try to make some friends, make some connections, and that's really what college is for. You can get the same amount of experience by looking up YouTube tutorials and just going to studios and hanging around the right people. But school can give you that extra mile that maybe you couldn't have. So I would say just look into the different types of schools and know that you don't have to go to a traditional college and steer away from what you're trying to do. And it's definitely possible. So,
with all your years of experience with music, take me or guide me through the decision between becoming either a producer or an artist and where you're at right now.
Yeah, it was kind of like a force. It just kind of hit me. Like, I never really wanted to be a producer, but growing up, people would always ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And, in my mind, I know I want to be a rapper, but I can't just say a rapper to certain family members and to certain, family friends. So I'm just always saying producer, because at least a producer is the one that's making a majority of the bread when it comes to the music percentages. And without a producer, the song wouldn't come together. So it was just something good for me to tell people. And then I guess they say manifesting and speaking things into existence. So I guess I kind of did that, because I never saw myself like making beats and curating songs and albums for people, but it kind of just happened. And it started happening when I was like 16, when I started taking my rap serious. And then I just started playing around with beats. I would do it for like 6-7 months. I'd drop it. I wouldn't even touch a keyboard for like a whole year. And then I came back to it, picked it up for like a couple more months, and then I dropped it. About 6 months ago, when I was shooting my documentary, like at the very, very beginning, I stopped recording music because I kind of just got tired of YouTube beats and hitting up producers and them not sending me the sound that I wanted. And it was just starting to get like really, really aggravating and real like frustrating as fuck. And it just made me want to, get back into my bag and say, I mean, you already know what you want and you know how to do it. You just haven't done it in a long time. Because like I said, at this point, it's been like a year since the last time I made a beat. So, but what I started doing was taking YouTube beats and then like chopping them up in Pro Tools and like making them sound like mine. And then from there, it was like, shit, if I can do that to these niggas' beats, like I can just, do it to my own beats. And then, my girl was, just letting me know that, I got the gift. My dad was just, reminding me, my homies, like, so it just kind of felt like it had to happen. And then it just happened. So the place that I'm in now, I think I'm finally getting back comfortable with being on a microphone, but I still, I kind of have more fun with the, producing side, to be honest. But, wherever, life takes me, that's where I'm gonna go. So whether the rap takes off first or the producing takes off first, I really don't care. Just as long as the world gets to hear my music, that's all I really care about.
So how does it feel seeing your numbers go up, and tell us about those numbers?
It feels great. As of right now, I have over like almost 250,000 combined streams on Spotify, like another 10,000 on Apple Music, 3.5 million combined on SoundCloud, and this is all within like a 4-year time span. It feels great, especially at the beginning. Like I would literally just sit there and just refresh my phone and just watch it and just watch it and just watch it. It was kind of fun. It was like a game. And I don't know, man, it's a blessing. And it kind of makes me want to, be more consistent when it comes to dropping music. And that's definitely what I'm, planning on doing now with this album that I got coming out, this documentary that I'm finna drop. I got some music videos, and this time when I start back dropping, I'm definitely gonna keep dropping.
What words of advice would you give to somebody who is about to give all their energy and focus to music?
Words of advice: don't give up. Never focus on, what may be popular at the moment, because you'll drain yourself out trying to conform to what's happening right now, when in reality everybody's going to get tired of the same sound. So whenever it's time for you to come out, your sound will be ready and the people will receive it. It's just about timing. So never give up, keep working, keep dropping, keep promoting, and it's gonna work out for sure.
Well, what future projects can we look forward to?
Future projects, I have my debut EP. It's called Leave It on the Floor. Along with the documentary, same title, it's gonna be about 60 minutes. I got some music videos dropping. I got a song called Check that I performed at the Shaking the Culture Festival. That music video is finna drop within probably the next couple of weeks from right now. So I don't know when this is gonna be out. It might be out then, it might not, but it's definitely coming. I got a lot of things, man. Just be on the lookout for it.
So with Shaking the Culture being your first festival, what was that experience like?
That experience was it was life-changing. It was fun. It was different, definitely. Up until that point, I just did a couple of open mics. Me and Trent did a couple of shows with the Playlist Academy, Billions. That was fun, but that was my first time, with a large group of, artists, and everybody's just getting to, show what they got, and, seeing the crowd response. It was fun. It was different.
Where can the people find you?
The people can find me on Instagram at Love and Never Explain. Same thing on TikTok. Don't have a Twitter yet. Coming, I guess. All platforms. Just type in L.A.N.E. L.A.N.E.